Hey there, welcome to the second installment of the Larkin Golf Project with myself, Erika Larkin, and student Eric Labass. This is the progress that he made this week during our first real work session together. We had 2 hours together yesterday, and the swing on the right is from week 1, just the initial evaluation, and the swing on the left is at the end of yesterday's lesson. I just want to show you the huge difference that he started making and feeling during the lesson. So you can see that in the backswing, the left arm is staying a lot straighter, and the backswing is shorter. Primarily, we were working on a lot of half swings, and just the idea of a half swing kept his arm a lot straighter. He never got in a position where he was reaching back too far, and that really helped avoid breakdowns. So that was a really big change, and he didn't really have to think about it too hard because he was just thinking about taking a shorter swing for the purpose of the drill. So on the downswing, this is really where we saw a huge difference in his ability to shallow out the angle of the club. Notice how the driver on the swing on the left is laying back more, and the original swing is very steep coming into impact. And by the end of the lesson, he was able to really keep the club head back longer, his body and his chest closed longer, and then finally into impact and after impact, you could see the difference in where the club is moving out towards the target and above the red line, which is a shallower, more extended path, better weight shift earlier through this part of the swing. And then finally at the end of the swing, notice the difference too, and even the foot position at the end kind of looks like he's more stable, and the arms and the body have rotated through in balance. So I think overall he did really, really great. I'm really happy with his ability to feel the better swing path and also really turn his hands over on time. Notice the difference even here in the club face position at the end of the swing. He went from having a club face that was pointing typically still open on the way through to a club face that was square and had released closed. So he was able to rotate his hands and really use his body more effectively. So let's take a look at some of the drills we did to work on this today. Okay, this was Erika swinging the orange whip, and this is just a tool to help with tempo and also feel the proper swing sequence. I wanted to work with him on feeling his legs first and his upper body and arms. And as he started swinging this and working with it a little bit at the beginning of the lesson, he was able to feel how his hands and chest could be a little bit more delayed. We tried to apply this with a regular golf club and hit some balls this way, and really had him feeling like he was swinging out to the right. You can see those 2 orange rods on the ground, and wanted to make him feel like he was kind of pushing his arms and hands out to the right to feel the proper shallower swing sequence. So he did a really good job on this. Problem was that when we teed up some golf balls, they were all really pushing out to the right. We had not tackled his club face position up to this point. So here is his swing from the front with what we were doing in terms of a half swing. I had him starting back and trying to swing back halfway. You could see he was going back farther than halfway. I would say ideally I wanted to stop about here. And then on the downswing, just really concentrating mostly on turning his hands and forearms through to square the club face up to correct the slice that he was having with his driver. So we made those adjustments. He did a lot of swinging, trying to just hit some half a swings, keeping his arms extended and his forearms rotating through. And he really started hitting the ball straighter, even hit some little hooks and draws. So the last set of little adjustments, what we talked about to make everything come together for him towards the end of the lesson, one was just making sure the grip was neutral and not in a weak position, which he had the right hand too much on top. So you could see his grip looks good and neutral here. We flared out his left foot to give him a little bit more ability to turn into his front leg without spinning his foot out. And again, with the relaxed grip pressure, we were working on extending the arms but relaxing the hands and just turning through with a good posture that really helped him hit the ball with a good straight starting path instead of starting it left and slicing it back to the right. Last but not least, this was his final swings he was making. Really good on plane. The ball was starting straight and drawing a little bit. He was rotating his hands and staying relaxed. Really happy with the progress in just the first lesson. He's got his homework to do on some of these drills and thoughts, and look forward to seeing him again next week. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you back with us again for week